track reviews.
Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, you know who it is, and it is time for a track review. Hope you're doing well. And the Canadian pop princess, Rae Jepsen, she is back. Brand new single, following up not only her pretty great 2015 album Emotion, which saw her, of course, delivering some very contemporary and smart pop production, but also mixing that with like some 80s synth pop for a very tasteful, somewhat nostalgic sound. She followed that up with her 2016 Emotion B-side mini record, which in my opinion was every bit as good as Emotion. Really digging the quality of songwriting and lyricism she's been putting out lately. I've been reading some interesting stuff over the past year just about how all of her lyrics kind of come together into almost a uniform theme of sort of not being able to get the guy, essentially, and always being in this state of unrequited love. And it seems almost as if we are still stuck in that theme with this new song over here, Party for One, as there's no one else that she's partying with. Either in the literal sense or the romantic sense, but I digress. Let's get into the track review. Let's see what this song is all about. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. Rae Jepsen, Party for One. Ba-bam. Okay. Rae Jepsen, Party for One, back on her beat. This is a pretty sleek single. You know, the thing is, her previous records didn't do as well commercially, obviously, as some of her breakout material, that Call Me Maybe stuff, and so on and so forth, which is, you know, those songs are fine. I guess what I'm trying to get at here is that I anticipated that whatever her next project would be, she would try to move into a slightly more trendy direction or something that's going to appeal more widely. And it sounds like this song may in fact do that, but I think that comes at the sacrifice of the smidge of personality and originality that came with her last record. The production is a little bland. I mean, it hits hard. It's very ethereal. It's very tightly assembled and everything, but pretty much all of it, from the kind of rough, roaring, drony bass line to the booming percussion, just feels very big, but also kind of flavorless. Not a whole lot of texture, and everything feels just super reverbed and washed out and arena-sized. I mean, it's got a big presentation, but I wouldn't say the sound of the instrumental on this thing has much taste to it. Just like a lot of boom, but not a whole lot else, in my opinion. Even with some of those, like, you know, little fluttery synth string arpeggios flying in on the back end, which you know, kind of nice touch, but again, doesn't really add that much overall to the instrumental. You know, the one thing that I do like about this track are basically some of Carly's lyrics and the vocal melody, especially on the hook. I do think the track builds up really nicely to the chorus, and then once that melody pops in, you don't care about me, making love to myself, back on my beat. It's pretty sticky. Right from that initial chorus, by the time I had heard the second one, I was already anticipating it, mouth was already watering, the melody was already pre-playing in my head and stuck there, so it is a nice hook. Melodically speaking, I think it's a fine single. I think it's a passable single. Not really a whole lot to say about it, though I could say that my assumptions or premonitions about Carly's ongoing lyrical theme of just being forever alone pretty much plays out on this song, to the point where she is literally making love to herself in the lyrics over here and saying, "Party for one, you don't care about me." So obviously that loneliness is still permeating her lyric writing process. So that's kind of interesting, I suppose. But yeah, it's a passable single, not going as crazy for it as the material off of her Emotion Deluxe and Emotion Side B and that sort of thing. But I guess it's kind of tough because I went into the single really wanting to like it, but I can't deny that I'm really having a lack of a strong reaction here, and I think you legitimately could take that as probably a sign that this song is just really run of the mill and boring, unfortunately, even if it is passable, even if it is an okay single. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you thought of this track. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why? What do you think I should review next? And I will see you guys in the next one. Carly Rae Jepsen, Party for One, forever.